I'm John Hageman, partner at the Knakal Group at Cushman & Wakefield. Welcome to the Knakal News Network. Today I'm here with Bob Knakal, chairman of New York Investment Sales. So Bob, you've been working with the Massimo Group now for just over 3.5 years. Tell the viewers what your life was like before and what your business was like before you started using them.
Well, Hags, I started working with the Massimo Group more than 4 years ago now. Time has really been flying. But before that, I had been in a situation where I'm just doing my business and loving it. But I think I had always focused more on doing the business, working in the business as opposed to working on the business. So I was busy doing a lot of things. Thinking that I knew what was going on. Business was pretty good. Our numbers were pretty good. But I was working a lot, very significant amount. And now, at the time, my daughter was 2. And I wasn't spending as much time with my wife and daughter as I would like to have been. I was working a lot, felt business was going okay. And in retrospect, I think I certainly could have been doing things differently, but didn't really know it at the time.
Bob, tell us a little bit about what your specific experience has been with the Massimo Group.
It's been fantastic, Hags. As you know, I have a call with my coach once a week. We go over fundamental things. And one of the things that I was kind of lacking is that I guess part of it was because of the nature of the brokerage business, and part of it was simply because I was the owner of the business, that I really wasn't accountable to anybody. But having somebody that you have to speak to every week and who asks, say, did you make your calls this week? Did you send out your mailing this week? Did you do these things? All of a sudden there was a level of accountability that really was very helpful to me to make sure I got done what I got done. And interestingly, there was a big transformation for me in working with my coach. And initially, my objective was to try to earn the same amount of money that I had made before, but in less time, so that I had more time to spend with my wife and daughter. And, that was really the main objective. But what happened was that I became so re-energized and re-excited about the business that I actually wanted to spend more time on the business and be able to spend more time with my family. And ultimately, that's what's happened. Our income has gone up by the second full year working with my coach. I had more than doubled my income generation from the best year I had ever had. Plus, I was spending more time with my family. I think you absolutely have to have a coach. I think whether you're a beginner in the business, or you've been around for several years, or you're a 20 or 30 year veteran, we always can do better. We always can do better. There's not one person that rents every square foot of space in a market or sells every building in a market, and you always can get better at what you do. Coaching helps you get there. And I think to the extent that folks don't take advantage of coaching, they're leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, in commission income on the table.
And Bob, what would you say to someone that says they're too busy or too successful to get coached?
Well, being too busy is a function of working in your business too much and not working on your business enough. And that's a tough thing to do because, as we have transactions going on, the impulse is always make the next call, try to get the next buyer to the building. But it's very important to take a step back and figure out what you're doing, how you're doing it, how can you do it better, how can you do it more efficiently, and ultimately that's going to be a lot more beneficial for you than just continuing to work on one transaction at a time. And I think if you look at the great book that Stephen Covey wrote, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he says sharpening the saw or taking some time off is a great thing to help re-energize you and get you refocused. In the same way, taking a step back from your day-to-day duties and thinking about what it is that you're doing and your macro objectives and looking at your business from a different perspective will help you achieve different things. And as I said, nobody is too successful for this. I think everybody could benefit from it, and I highly encourage anyone who's even remotely thinking about it to take the plunge, try it. I think they'll love it, and it'll be a great thing for them.